Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. How does AWS IoT Greengrass ensure secure communication between edge devices and the cloud? By using plain text protocols. By using unsecured MQTT. By disabling device shadows. Through mutual authentication and encryption. Mutual authentication and encryption provide a secure communication channel between edge devices and the cloud. In the context of AWS IoT Greengrass, what does a Greengrass group represent? A networking unit for VPC management. A billing unit for cost management. A security group for managing access. A collection of Greengrass cores and devices. A Greengrass group is a logical grouping of Greengrass cores and the IoT devices they manage. How does AWS IoT Greengrass support device-to-device communication? It disables local device communication for security reasons. It allows direct communication between devices without cloud intervention. It supports only one-way communication from devices to the cloud. It requires all communication to pass through the cloud. AWS IoT Greengrass enables direct device-to-device communication locally without requiring cloud intervention, reducing latency and bandwidth usage. How does AWS IoT Greengrass handle conflicts between local and cloud device shadows? It always prioritizes the cloud shadow. It maintains separate shadows without reconciliation. It discards both shadows and requests a device update. It uses conflict resolution policies defined by the user. AWS IoT Greengrass uses user-defined conflict resolution policies to handle discrepancies between local and cloud device shadows, ensuring consistent device state management. What is the benefit of local Lambda functions in AWS IoT Greengrass? They require more powerful hardware than cloud functions. They can only be written in one programming language. They increase cloud usage and costs. They allow custom code execution without cloud dependence. Local Lambda functions in AWS IoT Greengrass allow custom code execution on the edge devices without depending on cloud connectivity, reducing latency and enabling offline operations. In AWS IoT Greengrass, how are software updates managed? Using OTA updates. Manually updating each device. Sending updates via email. Using physical USB drives. OTA updates enable Greengrass to remotely distribute and manage software updates across IoT devices. What role do Greengrass device shadows play in AWS IoT Greengrass? They manage device security policies. They store long-term historical data. They configure VPC settings. They maintain the state of devices even when offline. Device shadows maintain the desired and reported state of devices, facilitating state synchronization even when the device is offline. In AWS IoT Greengrass, what is the purpose of Stream Manager? Managing cloud costs. Providing device firmware updates. Efficient handling and processing of data streams. Enhancing device battery life. Stream Manager optimizes the handling and processing of data streams locally and in the cloud. How does AWS IoT Greengrass support large file transfer from edge devices to the cloud? By compressing all files regardless of their content. By requiring devices to have high bandwidth connections. By using the Stream Manager to efficiently handle large files. By limiting file transfers to off-peak hours only. The Stream Manager in AWS IoT Greengrass efficiently handles the transfer of large files from edge devices to the cloud, managing the process even with intermittent connectivity. Which of the following describes a key characteristic of AWS IoT Greengrass connectors? They require extensive coding for each new service integration. They can only connect to one service at a time. They are used exclusively for connecting to non-AWS cloud services. They simplify integration with local infrastructure and AWS services. AWS IoT Greengrass connectors simplify integration with both local infrastructure and AWS services by providing pre-built functionality, reducing the coding effort required for new integrations. What is a key benefit of using AWS IoT Greengrass in remote environments? Reliable operation without constant internet connectivity. Simplified hardware requirements. Lower data transfer costs. Reduced need for physical security. Greengrass enables reliable operation of IoT devices without the need for constant internet connectivity, crucial for remote environments. Which of the following is true about the AWS IoT Greengrass core software? It runs on the local gateway device. It must be installed on every IoT sensor. It is a proprietary hardware solution. It only runs in the AWS cloud. The AWS IoT Greengrass core software runs on a local gateway device, acting as the brain of the local IoT system and managing communication between local devices and the cloud. How does AWS IoT Greengrass handle software updates for edge devices? It updates all devices simultaneously without staging. It supports over-the-air updates with rollback capabilities. It only allows updates when devices are offline. It requires physical access to each device for updates. AWS IoT Greengrass supports over-the-air updates with rollback capabilities, allowing safe and efficient remote updates of software on edge devices. What is the purpose of the AWS IoT Greengrass group in device management? To increase the complexity of device management. To limit the number of devices in a deployment. To logically organize and manage Greengrass devices. To physically group devices in the same location. An AWS IoT Greengrass group is used to logically organize and manage Greengrass core devices, their associated IoT devices, and the functions they can perform. Which of the following can be a Greengrass core device? Raspberry Pi. A traditional desktop computer. A standard laptop without specialized software. A smartphone. Devices like Raspberry Pi can serve as Greengrass core devices when equipped with the Greengrass core software, due to their compact size and low power consumption. What feature of AWS IoT Greengrass allows for custom logic on devices? Amazon S3. AWS Glue. Lambda function deployment. Amazon RDS. Deploying Lambda functions on Greengrass core enables custom logic to be executed locally on devices. How does AWS IoT Greengrass handle message routing between local devices and the cloud? It uses subscription information to determine message destinations. It stores all messages locally without forwarding. It sends all messages to the cloud by default. It randomly selects a destination for each message. AWS IoT Greengrass uses MQTT subscription information to intelligently route messages between local devices and the AWS IoT core in the cloud based on defined rules. What is a primary advantage of AWS IoT Greengrass for IoT deployments? Simplified billing. Enhanced graphical user interfaces. Increased storage costs. Reduced latency and offline capabilities. By enabling local processing and operation, Greengrass reduces latency and allows devices to function offline. What AWS IoT Greengrass feature simplifies the deployment of edge applications? AWS Batch. Component Management. Amazon RDS. Amazon S3. Component management simplifies the process of deploying, updating, and managing applications on Greengrass core devices. What is the significance of the shadow concept in AWS IoT Greengrass? It stores historical data of all device interactions. It is a backup mechanism for device configurations. It represents the desired and reported states of a device. It is only used for visual representation in the console. Device shadows in AWS IoT Greengrass represent the desired and reported states of a device, facilitating state management and enabling offline operation based on the last known state. What is a core benefit of using AWS IoT Greengrass for industrial IoT? Improved reliability and quick response times. Reduced hardware requirements. Simplified user interfaces. Lower storage costs. By processing data locally, Greengrass improves reliability and response times, essential for industrial applications. In the context of AWS IoT Greengrass, what is the significance of the term zero-touch provisioning? It refers to the physical installation process of IoT devices. It means that devices cannot be updated after initial setup. It is a marketing term with no technical meaning. It enables automatic and secure onboarding of devices at scale. Zero-touch provisioning in AWS IoT Greengrass enables the automatic and secure onboarding of devices at scale, reducing manual intervention and streamlining large-scale IoT deployments. How does AWS IoT Greengrass handle software updates on connected devices? By using OTA updates. By manually updating each device. By sending updates via email. By using physical USB drives. OTA updates enable Greengrass to distribute and manage software updates across IoT devices remotely. How does AWS IoT Greengrass support the deployment of machine learning models? It allows models trained in the cloud to be deployed locally. It limits model deployment to once per month. It requires all inference to be done in the cloud. It only supports pre-installed, generic models. AWS IoT Greengrass supports deploying machine learning models trained in the cloud to run locally on Greengrass core devices, enabling intelligent decision-making at the edge. What is the advantage of using AWS IoT Greengrass for local data processing? Simplified device hardware. Enhanced graphical interfaces. Reduced latency and bandwidth usage. Increased cloud storage costs. Local data processing reduces the need to send data to the cloud, lowering latency and bandwidth usage. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.